In July of 2024, Sue and I took a river cruise with Viking from Prague to Paris. The package included 2 days in Prague, 7 days of cruising mostly through Germany, and then 2 days in Paris. After the cruise part of our package had ended and on the way to Paris, we stopped for a self-guided tour of the Luxembourg American Military Cemetery and Memorial. On the way to the cemetery, our Viking tour guide gave us some interesting historical background and information about the cemetery. I've overlaid that audio on the video and pictures that we took during our visit.
The Battle of the Bulge. It's also called the Ardennes Battle. The Ardennes it's still today a huge forest that we have parties in Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, France as well. And actually that was the last German offensive trying to go to Belgium to take the port from there. And this is the bloodiest battle the US fought during World War II. So it's hard to say how many people died, but we think around 80,000 Germans, 70,000 Americans. There were some English and Canadian soldiers as well. But most of them were Americans. But in this cemetery, the families were able to decide if they wanted to bring back the body to the United States or to bury them here. So in this cemetery, we have 5,000 soldiers, more or less. There is 5,076 graves, to be very precise. And most of these soldiers were very, very young, between 18 to 20 years old. We have also a woman, just one, buried there. She was a military nurse. And of course, we have an American hero buried there. General Patton is there. He was the leader of the Third Army. But he didn't die during the Battle of the Bulge. He died after in the city of Heidelberg in Germany in a car crash. So some people say it was an accident, some people say it was organized, it was not an accident, so I don't know. But he wanted to be buried with his troops, that's for sure. And you will see on the grave area, all the graves look the same. It's white crosses made with white marble. There is also some stars for the Jewish soldiers, but we are all equal on this. So that's why all the graves look exactly the same. And the only fantasy they accepted to do for Patton's grave, the one facing the other ones. So you will see on the grave area, this is the very first one facing the other graves. And in the cemetery, you have also a visitor center. So in case you have a question about someone or anything, I'm sure they can help you. There is also a memorial inside. The memorial is actually a chapel, so you can go inside the chapel. And then you have a big terrace. In this terrace, you have 2 pylons, and these pylons display the Battle of Western Europe, and the Battle of the Bulge, give you more information about it. And behind the maps and the explanations, you have the name of more than 170 missing Americans. And sometimes near the names, you can see a little symbol. And this symbol means that with the new DNA test since 1945, they actually found these soldiers so they could found their identity. There's also a quote of Eisenhower on the floor that I really invite you to see. And then you can also walk on the grass if you want to get closer to General Patton's grave, or to walk around in general. You can walk on the grass. Not around the memorial, but where the grave are, yes, you can. And there is also some restrooms in the cemetery.